Okay, all right. So we are live here. Nandaji, I've sent you request on Instagram. Prateek, I've sent you too also, if you can check. Accept.
आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिला?
Yes, I have. I've accepted. Hi, Mantasha. Hello. Nandaji has also been sent the invite. Can you join in, Prateek? Have you got my request?
Not yet. I think I have sent you a request.
I have accepted that.
All right,
Let me.
let me come again.
I have done it. Go live. Wait.
Request
Let
to
me
join.
try. Yes. Hi, Nandaji. I have sent you the request. Have you got it?
Yes.
And I have
I
accepted
believe
your request, Prateek.
as
Oh,
well.
yes. Prateek has come. Yes.
I have not got
Nandaji,
it as yet. Can you send it again?
yes, I'm sending it to you again. Oh, yeah. I've got. I've sent you. Just check.
Have you got it?
I have sent you. Please check.
It's connecting.
Yeah. Yes, yes. It has
Hi,
come.
ma'am. Good evening.
Hi,
Yes.
Prateek. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am. I'm all well. How
Great,
about
great,
you?
great. We have like voice here also and on our StreamYard as well. So hello everyone. Welcome to Thoughtful Thursday presented by Educate to Elevate, and we are on our episode 9 with one rock star of Lucknow, or you can say rock star of India, who has
India.
won laurels for this city and actually made accolades throughout the country, we could say, with his rocking music. And his name is Prateek Prakash. Thank you so much for being here. And I would like Nandaji to just introduce him to our audience, just a little bit about him, so that our audience could know about him more.
So here is this dashing young man, and he has agreed to come onto our show, which is so amazing. Now, why is it so amazing? Because this young man is the finalist of India Has Got Talent. He has been a guest performer at DikhlaJa 9 along with Bollywood actress Surveen Chawla. Then he's also shot a episode with none other than, the heartbeats of the Bollywood fans, Aamir Khan, for Starry Nights. It was a show for celebrities, a celebrity chat. Then he is also a favorite. He's not just somebody who's done so many things. He's also a favorite of a lot of Bollywood people. Now, if I give you the names, you're going to say, oh my God, so was I. I was like going through it carefully to see and make sure I'm not making mistakes. So he's a favorite of Amir Khan, of course. He's a favorite of Amitabh Bachchan. He's a favorite of Karan Johar and John Abraham and so many more. अगर मैं सबके नाम लेती रही तो मेरा उसी में टाइम निकल जाएगा. And I am so eager to listen to this young man share about his life. He's done so much and more, just from a simple boy next door in Lucknow to becoming such a hotshot guy who is most loved and sought after by Bollywood and, of course, all his fans. Let us speak to him today and understand how and why did he take up this unconventional profession and how he made a success of himself. So over to you, coach. Why don't you take it from here?
So before I say something, Prateek, welcome, and we'd like to know, how do you feel today being on Thoughtful Thursday?
Thank you so much, Usman. Thank you so much, Nanda ma'am, for having me here. I feel fortunate enough, and a big thank you to Akshay for having me because we both belong to Lucknow, and let's give it up for Elevate to educate to elevate.
Yes, educate to elevate. Yes. So, as Nandaji said, we would really like to know about your journey from being a boy next door of Lucknow to, being the favorites of living legends like Aamir Khan, Amitabh Bachchan, and who all. How did this happen, Prateek? Share your journey with us. We are very interested to know about
Uh,
it.
you're getting me back to the old days, good old days. So it all started when I was in school, and we had a school band. That's how the music started. So I was in class seventh, and that's how the music, came inside me. And we started doing school competitions and everything. And later on, after completing my class 12th, I had gone to Delhi to pursue music, to learn music, rock music, and then we used to participate in college competitions and cultural festivals and everything. And ever since we started doing shows all across the Lucknow, the city, and since then there's no look back. There was a show which we were a part of, and luckily we were the finalists. I was there with a local band from Lucknow called Krishna, and it went well. Then later on, we were called by Jhalak DikhlaJa for a guest performer, and that was one of the biggest achievements which we nailed so far. And then followed by the Starry episode, as what Nandan already said. So that's all.
Yes,
And since it's going on, there has been no look back, and I love it. Love this journey so far.
Nandaji.
I have my little dog who's going on barking and disturbing, so that's why not putting it on. So, Prateek, why do you choose a genre like this, which is still not very popular or not very well understood, at least in the Indian audiences? Why did you not go for something like a Bollywood music or something like that? So please share something.
Ma'am, I believe that it's a myth that people believe that rock is not, accepted in our country. If you take some Bollywood songs, there are a lot of songs which have this, rock genre around across the, movies and everything. You get to listen such elements in the movie. So this is completely, I'm sorry to say, this is completely the other way that people are not accepting. People are accepting, but it is a little bit far from the mainstream Bollywood music. But still, people love it. They have their own taste, they have their own space, they have their own people. So I'm happy performing for them.
Yeah, I mean, you're true that we have, like when it comes to Bollywood, the music has expanded and a lot of genres, even techno and so many things. Like when we had DJ Akil on one of our episodes, he said that, when Bachchan was there, so he met Weekend and then he made Jugnu. So he took a lot of inspiration of the kind of music he had. But somehow I still feel, I get it a lot that people associate rock music with more like shouting या चीखना चिल्लाना. It happens, but I remember during my school days when I used to listen to Linkin Park, which is still considered a soft rock actually music, not
Yeah,
exactly the
I
hardcore
agree.
heavy metal one. But
I
my
agree.
mom used to get so furious ये क्या चला रखा है, but I really want you to share a little bit about rock music, जो ये धारणा है कि thought process प्रतीक बना हुआ है ना, because there's so much beauty in rock music, the kind of songs, if you listen to Green Day, it's so inspiring and impactful. So we would like you to bust some myths that are there related to rock music.
कि आपने उसमें आपने चीखना चिल्लाना बोला तो इसके लिए I would completely deny this fact that चीखना चिल्लाना उसको नहीं बोलेंगे. It's completely wrong. How would you call Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan's soft singing? What would you say?
Soulful.
So every music has its own beauty, and every genre has its own beauty. And I believe it's just about the right audience that what they believe should fit in their requirements. Right? I believe. So Chikna Chillana is something a person's choice, but I believe every music has its own melody. There is melodic metal, there is melodic rock. If you'll come to search about different forms of rock. So Chikna Chillana is something which is completely wrong in terms of the audience. I believe everything has its own beauty. Soft rock has its own beauty. Jazz has its own beauty. Blues has its own beauty. So I'm completely fine with the audience that considers Chikna Chillana is something.
Yeah, I actually really wanted to break this myth because I have heard a lot of people not liking rock because of this, just preconceived notion that they have. And I personally enjoy rock music, so that's why I
Even I enjoy and I
specifically kept
listen to
this.
all forms of music. I listen to
Yes.
everything. I listen to Sufi. I listen to jazz. I listen to Bollywood, completely Bollywood. So I try to take out, influences out from every genre that I come from,
Right.
and that's
So
fun.
the sorry,
Nandaji,
wait,
can you
please.
accept? You were saying something, Prateek.
No, 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 I'm done.
Okay, Nandaji, can you add yourself on Instagram? I've sent you a request. You have logged out from there. And then you can ask your question because otherwise our audience on Insta won't be able to listen to your beautiful voice.
Yeah.
I haven't got it again.
I'll send you again. Wait. Now see, you must have got.
Yeah, got it.
Hmm. All right. Yeah, so now you can. Over to you.
Yeah, so since you say that, you enjoy all genres of music and you feel that none can be really compared to the other because each has its own beauty. Now, one of the things that, as coaches, it really interests us to understand that a lot of talk about music being, a very healing medium is being, practiced and has been used by a lot of therapists, coaches, counselors. So, has this ever happened in your life where you have been going through something and, like music has been like a huge healer for you?
Always, ma'am, always. So I consider music as a meditation for me. And I personally feel that I get mood swings. So according to my mood, I switch my music Spotify playlist. So I believe that music is the only medium which keeps me going, which keeps me motivated. In different songs, like if I'm sad, if I'm upset from anything, I listen to some very soft music which can give me chills. So music is the best thing to meditate for me, and I believe for
Wow.
everyone else, not just because I'm a musician, so I listen to music. For everyone else, I believe, and that is the reason you get to listen a lot of music in the spas and everywhere. I'm
Yes,
also some musical.
yeah, that is so beautiful because between Uzma and me, whenever we are taking any of our trainings, whenever we are doing anything, related to soft skills that we are doing with young students or even adults for that matter, when we begin the session, we will start with a different kind of music. In between, to get them activated, we'll be using something else. And to calm them down, we'll be using some, like a meditative kind of music. And we have seen the effect of it. So I quite understand
See,
what
ma'am,
you're
you've got
saying.
the
And
answer in your own
Hanji,
time.
bilkul, bilkul. So I was wanting to ask you about it. And like you said, it is a meditation for you. So it kind of answers
Completely, ma'am.
everything.
Completely.
Over
Yes,
to you,
in fact,
Uzma.
for me, it's, I resonated so much with your answer, Prateek, that, music is like a meditation. Because, see, um, in terms of meditation, like I have been learning a lot from Nandaji because she is a spiritual teacher as well. For me, meditation has always been just being in that zone and, just being mindful of your thoughts. And that's how, I mean, music has always played a role. I'll plug in my music, and whenever I have to get charged up or I'm visualizing about my future,
Anytime.
it's like I'll put some song and then I'll be taking the words and taking energy from it. So I like completely resonate that yes, it does give you that energy. And yeah, during sad days it helps you heal
It
also
does. It
a
does.
lot.
It does. It does. It does. It does.
So
Mu-
Prateek,
But I
yeah,
get
please,
different
one
times to
Nandaji.
listen, different times to listen to different, forms of music. When I'm in gym, I'm listening to hardcore metal to keep me pumped up.
Yes.
When I'm,
e-
yeah, yes, ma'am.
इमोजी तो अभी अभी आया है लेकिन सुख दुख बांटने के लिए it was music and the lyrics
It
of
was
it
music.
only for years.
It was music.
So true, so true. And Prateek, we would like you to describe your style of music of course is rock, but it has also various tastes to it. Like you have your way of adding your own tadka into the kind of covers you made of Bollywood songs, and that only caught the eye when you were in that reality show as well. So how would you, like, in 3 words, if you have to describe Prateek's style of music, so what will be that?
For myself,
Yes, your style of music.
uh, unique, uncommon, and the best.
Ah, very nice. This is great. Unique, uncommon, and the best. I think we should leave being modest now. We should believe that we are the best. That helps a lot.
We
Isn't
are.
it, Nanda Ji?
Yeah, I think I've logged out again. There seem to be some difficulty. So can you just send me a request again?
I'll send you. You
Yes,
have
ma'am. You
come back.
logged
Now
out
you're back.
on Instagram. No, you're back.
You're back. You're back.
I'm back. Okay,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
super duper. So Prateek, बताइए कि we all have been through the let me just unlock myself from here. Okay, Prateek, बताइए हम सभी लोग ये पैंडेमिक में काफी कुछ संघर्ष रहा है, काफी कुछ रहा है. We've all tried to, hold ourselves, be resilient. For somebody in the show business who is, so much, whose bread and butter and livelihood is live shows and, interacting and being there, और ऐसे में जब पैंडेमिक आ गया, सारा कुछ बंद हो गया, तो हाउ डिड यू मैनेज एंड हाउ डिड यू रिमेन रिजिलियंट? आपने अपने अंदर की जो शक्ति है उसको कैसे जगाए रखा सो दैट यू डोंट सकम टू द प्रेशर्स और भाई कुछ नहीं चल रहा?
So honestly speaking, I had to survive on my savings, and but it's good. It's really good that lockdown आकर के उसने life का real meaning सिखाया. We are so much busy in the hustle. We are so much busy, minting money, staying far, far, far away from your home. But then you hardly get time to be with your family. So I was lucky enough to have been, spending so much of time with my parents and my mom, dad, sister, and everyone. And also got some time to rehearse properly because when you get in the show business, when you start doing shows, when you start, traveling, you get very less time to practice on your or to nourish your art. So I was lucky enough to get enough of time to practice myself and to create something or to experiment something with the music genre. That's what the best thing about my COVID series was. The pandemic
Yes.
was.
This is such a nice sharing that you did, Prateek, that saying that we do not, yes, when we are actually, getting success and we are all busy minting money, we do not focus, or we forget, practicing our own craft. Like I, at
Ekdam.
times, Nandaji and I often, when we are busy in our back-to-back trainings, then we have this craving. Arey yaar, koi nayi book nahi padhi, kuch naya. We've not gone back and just revised our coaching tools and all those things. And it really makes us have that feeling, okay, something is missing. And this point that you shared, that yes, I mean, it gave you time to practice your craft and become better in it. I think that's really wonderful. It's a great sharing, and I think a lot of people should learn what how that pandemic actually became a blessing in disguise for all of us to explore and make ourselves better in our passions. So beautiful.
And I'm
Nanda
also
ji.
making my own home studio.
Oh wow,
And
that's
I'm also
wonderful.
making my own home setup studio, keeping in mind that if the third wave comes and if there's, if the city shuts down, so I'll be prepared to do,
Oh, that's
I also did some live sessions. They were not like the, usual live concerts that we do, but they were kind of, they were feeding me well. So somehow we managed to do it in the pandemic. There were live music sessions. There were, some corporate shows which took from Zoom, from all these online platforms. I'm
yes,
sorry to
yes.
say, I don't know the real names of it. I know Zoom.
I think
So
Zoom
we
was a
did shows
savior
on
of
Zoom and
all
everything.
of us.
For me, yeah.
Very,
For me, yeah.
very true. Very true. But it is so beautiful to see that a young man like you, kind of held his resilience in these tough times, learned a lot, and is so like unabashed about saying that I survived on my savings. नहीं तो अक्सर लोग कहते नहीं मेरा तो काफी चल गया था, ये चल गया था, people like to cover up, but this honesty is so the sensitivity of a musician and artist comes out through your honest answers. So over to you,
And my
Usma. Why
bread and
did you
butter is
ask?
my music choice.
Yes, Prateek, please say what you were saying.
So my bread and butter was my music show. So it stopped for 1 year. So what should I say? Thank
It's
you, ma'am. Thank
okay.
you.
So, you talked just now about that you're going to have your own studio and then you'll be creating music. And I think yesterday or day before yesterday, I was actually watching your stories also, wherein you had your band at your place or somebody's place. You all were composing music. Anup was also there, and I was just watching and. When you generate, like when you compose music, Prateek, so from where do you generate the inspiration? What is that, is there some kind of creativity mechanism that you follow, or what is it that from where do you get that inspiration to create music?
Well, there's a lot of inspiration around us, I believe. The environment in itself is an inspiration. But yes, I listen to a lot of artists. Like I've been listening to some really good bands in India, like the Ocean, Jacqueline, and everyone. Nowadays, the local train, the radio, and all of them. So I'm just trying to take down some inspiration from A.R. Rahman, for example, and Amit. We just try to blend all those Bollywood songs into our own Western influences. That's how we do it, and that's how we've been doing so far. And that is how we take inspiration.
That's lovely. Nandaji, what would you like to ask further from him?
There's so much and more, when it comes to a live stage artist. वो ऐसे करता है कि बस हम कुछ पूछते ही जाए. Both of us are into personality development, और हम बच्चों को अक्सर grooming and overall confidence वगैरह के बारे में सिखाते हैं. उसमें एक आता है पब्लिक स्पीकिंग और स्टेज फ्राइट, जो अक्सर लोगों के मन में स्टेज फ्राइट रहता है. So, can you give us some tips for the audience कि how to overcome, the stage fright? क्या होता है उस क्षण में, and how do people just kind of go bonkers and इतना कुछ तैयार होके आया हुआ बंदा भी, whether you're doing a show, or you're public speaking, or it's anything, there you tend to kind of just go little, सुन हो जाते हैं उस वक्त के लिए, you get a little frozen.
The only question that I've been asked most of the time, in fact, most of the time, that how to get out of the stage fear. So I would just say that the only way to get out of the stage fear is to get on the stage regularly.
True.
And हमारे टाइम में तो मैम ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. हमारे टाइम में तो कॉलेज कॉम्पिटिशन होते थे, वो भी साल में 2 4 5 बार 10 बार हो गया तो हो गया. अभी nowadays we're really lucky. I'm talking about my city, Lucknow. We've got enough of places who organize live music sessions and everything. So all these guys have got a place to showcase themselves, to perform, and to get a stage. So I think getting on the stage frequently, regularly is what makes the person very confident enough, and वो अपने आप ही आ जाता है. I believe. मैं अपनी ऐसे बात बताऊं तो college competitions and all these band wars have helped me a lot in removing the fear that I have. In fact, I did not have, because school time से हम लोग करते थे. But this is the best thing that helps a person to get on the stage regularly and practicing, experimenting with your art on the show.
Absolutely. When we are teaching our students, or when we are taking these trainings on public speaking or confidence building, we also often talk about this theory that is called as immersion theory. So immerse means किसी चीज में डूब जाना. So immersion theory is all about that whatever fear you have, you immerse yourself in that fear, and then you'll be able to overcome it. So if you have fear of public speaking on the stage, so you have to immerse yourself into the stage, and that's how you're actually going to, it's not, I mean, you can take smaller steps, but you have to face that fear, and that's most important. So this was a really wonderful sharing, Prateek, and I'm sure a lot of youngsters who are watching us would take this step. And we are now actually lucky that Lucknow has so many open mics and such events where you can actually go and have it as your net practice before you actually face a real event. So that's a wonderful thing. We would really like to know what's the story behind your band name. the band legalized, and it's like Prateek Prakash legalized. All your team members have added this word legalized. So what is the story behind this?
So I'll tell you the story behind my band name Legalized. So वैसे तो मेरा school time band ही है. So we just wanted to legalize this culture of performing Bollywood songs or some old retro pop rock songs into our own style. Taking out those old lyrics and blending it with some Western instruments and showcasing it to the public. So we want, and बहुत हद तक we have done it to legalize this culture of performing our own songs, but the Bollywood songs into our own style, into our own format. That was the main reason behind the band's name, and that's what we've been doing so far. We try to play with the old songs and we give it our own dimensions, and that's how we portray it.
That's interesting. Nandaji, over to you.
So Nandaji seems to be having some problems today. She's getting knocked out of the
Instagram.
Yeah.
Never mind, but StreamYard audience is watching you.
Okay. So now that we are, we have heard so much and more about you. She has also asked you about your band and what is the name behind the band. Now, I would like to, for our audience, know a little more about your upcoming album.
Yes.
I would not disclose it yet. We are still working on the album. We've just completed one song. We would be releasing 4 songs in the one EP. So this is something. The songs would be something that one can relate to with their lives, and they can feel the energy, as you feel in the video. I would say.
Okay, we look forward to it actually. So, Prateek, before we move further to other questions that we have, we thought कि थोड़ा सा तो थोड़ा सा मसाला हो जाए, थोड़ा सा twist हो जाए. So we had actually had a surprise section for you. That's a rapid fire section, like seeking inspiration from one of your first judges, Karan Johar. We also have our rapid fire rounds in our interviews. So what we are going to do, we are going to ask questions, Nandaji and I, and you have to answer it in one word, one sentence. That will be section 1, and then there is a section 2 also, which I'll reveal after we complete our section 1. I'm asking the first one, Nandaji, and then I'll ask you. So first is, of course, favorite composer or artist?
A.R. Rahman.
Nandaji, over to you. Nandaji has left the Instagram, and I see her, even her screen has frozen here. Never mind. In the meanwhile, I will ask you the second one because it should be rapid. So, most memorable moment or performance?
It was the cultural festival of IIT Kanpur, the festival called Starry, way back in 2012, wherein my parents had come all the way from Lucknow to see me live. Because उससे पहले support नहीं करते थे, वो देखने के बाद से हमेशा support करने लगे. So that was one of my most memorable shows so far.
Okay.
I think if you take
your favorite, yeah, please, Prateek. Yeah, I will be taking her in. Right, I've sent her the request. Just waiting for her to join in. Okay, your favorite rock band, Prateek?
I've got a lot of rock bands. Can I take 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 names? But yeah, biggest inspirations from my childhood, Linkin Park, of course. Linkin Park, Auto Bridge, and talking about in India, Parikrama.
Oh yes, Parikrama is amazing too. I agree. We not in my college. I'm from Delhi University, so there we always have fest and in concert. Parikrama had been always one band that we always would look forward to in our fest. Yeah. And if you have to say in one word or one line, what does music mean to you?
As I believe I've already answered this question before, music means a meditation for me. Music means a source of inspiration for me, and music means the only thing that I know for me. Which keeps me going because I don't know any other thing apart from music. That is the only thing that I do. That is the only thing that I
Just one sec.
admire.
Yeah. Mhm.
I
Okay,
think I'm getting
let
my
me
voice.
just. Yes, I am trying to connect my headphone. Okay. Sometimes, it's like technology betrays us. It can happen. It sometimes happens.
See, I've already told you before, I'm not a tech savvy.
No, that's
I'm
okay.
not technically.
Sometimes Instagram acts funny also. That's there. Okay. So, tell me, I remember that, like, I'm a huge fan of Tony Robbins. Now, Tony Robbins is somebody who is a world-renowned coach, and he has this way that whenever before he goes on stage, so he does this. It's his way to get pumped up and get that energy. So, is there any kind of pre-performance ritual that you do for good luck or for just pumping on energy? Like me, when I'm gonna go on stage, so I say it's show time. That's my way. I say it to myself, Uzma, it's show
Very
time.
nice.
So, so is there anything like that of yours that you do before just jumping onto the stage?
I do push-ups.
Now
I do push-ups.
that.
They help me a lot.
I agree. There must be. Nanda ji
That's
has
why
come
I'm a
back.
very spiritual person. So,
Yeah.
welcome
प्रतीक
back,
क्या
ma'am.
कर आप क्या मुझ पे क्या आपने असर कर दिया है दिल थाम के बैठ नहीं पा रही हूँ I seem to be going out every time
But we're glad you're back.
Nanda ji, I kept taking the rapid fire in between because, as you said, the show must go on, and I kept trying to add you everywhere in between. So, we are on the number 6th question. If you, I would like you to ask that one of our rapid fire.
No, I think it's best you go ahead because I don't know which is the one you kept it at 6.
Okay. So your favorite attire for stage, any lucky color or kind of dress you love to wear on stage?
See, honestly, Usma, I'm a very shabby person. I don't like dressing up without on my show. I get whatever I like. I get on the stage with whatever dress I'm wearing. In fact, sometimes my bandmates tell me, "यार t-shirt पहन के show नहीं करने यार." I'm like, ठीक है यार, बचपन से ऐसे करते हुए अपन आए हैं, तो उसमें क्या ऐसे जाना?
But I
So
think
you
that is
can
so
say that.
cool.
So that is the
That
only
is
color that I love.
that is a so cool thing for a rock show, t-shirt पहन के like it's like you just go on and it's so
ऐसे भी
cool
बार बार
because
बिना तैयार करे चले गए और
So we were just
so,
talking also, Nanda ji, like he
but
can
mostly
give
my
a big
t-shirts are black
complex.
when I'm on stage.
Black
Anjay?
t-shirt, okay.
But mostly my t-shirts are black. My costumes are black when I'm on stage. So that is the color that we
Alright.
love. I love.
That's great. So I was saying, Nanda ji, that his hair can give complex to a lot of girls also. The way he
I
has maintained
know
his.
I read the name 3 times to make sure that we're talking to a male like a rock singer. Of course the name said it, but it was like so many people we know also have Prakash as a first name who are women, and then you had this lovely long dresses, so it was like, oh god.
Oh my word. Complex, big time. Okay, so
हाँ हमारे तो देखो it
मैं
like
तो बचपन से लेके अभी तक मैं घर पे डालियां खाते आ रहा हूँ उसके लिए.
no, you shouldn't. Okay, so
मैं अभी
one
कुछ
more
टाइम से बंद है.
question, quick question, Prateek. Most important or most favorite musical instrument in a live show that you feel?
I'm sorry to say I don't know any instrument, but I love sarangi the most because the kind of sound it has. I also have this thought of doing some fusion set with my band, and very soon I'm trying to include sarangi in our own set. So I love the sound that sarangi gives, and ever since I've heard it, I am just going around. I love sarangi.
That's beautiful.
I love it.
I love sarangi too, so I'm so excited. I have
Hot
another
blast.
person.
So
अभी
now we
अभी
are on.
surprise reveal करिए.
अब सेक्शन 2 आ गया रैपिड फायर का, ये थोड़ा सा ट्विस्ट वाला है. So we are going to give you a few songs, and you just want we would like you to sing it in your own rock or Prateek style way, the way you have been appreciated of turning, and as you said that the whole motto of your band is to legalize making those retro songs into something
Only if I
cool
know
and
those songs.
funky. Yeah, you would be, because we have taken some from your performances only, so don't worry.
That's good.
Nandaji, would you like to tell the first song, please?
No, please go ahead. My dog is barking too much.
He is also excited today with a thoughtful Thursday. Okay, so the first one is बदन पे सितारे लपेटे हुए.
All right, I'll sing a few lines from the
हम्म.
song. हम जब न होंगे तो ऐ दिलरुबा, इसे देख कर हाय शर्माओगी, न देखोगे फिर तुम कभी आईना, हमारे बिना रोज घबराओगी, बदन पे सितारे लपेटे हुए, ओ जाने तमन्ना की दिल कर रही हो, जरा पास आओ तो चैन आ जाए, जरा पास आओ तो चैन आ जाए.
Woohoo!
I don't know if my
Amazing,
voice is
amazing.
coming properly or not.
Ooh. There is a little bit of disturbance, but never mind. We loved it. We enjoyed what you sang. Okay, one more. This is something which I feel I just love. This song is Gulabi Aankhein. If you remember the lyrics.
Yeah, I do. Just a second, can I get this feel one? This is the only song that I get a request in all my shows. So I have to sing it. I have to do it every time we're on the stage.
This song is really charming, I feel.
गुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी, शराबी ये दिल हो गया, संभला मुझको मेरे यारों, संभलना मुश्किल हो गया, मैं लुट गया मार के जैसा कहो, मैं कहीं का ना रहा, या कहूँ मैं दिलरुबा, मैं लुट गया मार के जैसा कहा, मैं कहीं का ना रहा, या करूँ दिलरुबा, बुरा ये जादू तेरी आँखों का, ये मेरा कातिल हो गया, गुलाबी आँखें तेरी देखी, शराबी ये दिल हो गया. Thank you, ma'am.
My God, we are so mesmerized. So literally a goosebump moment. Loved your, version of
I miss
Gulabi Aankhein.
having my bandmates here with me. Otherwise, it would have been a little bit sort of.
I know, but I feel you justified it beautifully. Nandaji, over to you.
No, I'm saying even without the band, he was like so good. So it's like
Yeah.
amazing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Would you like to ask the next question? Nandaji.
So the next question, you want me to go back to asking him about what tips he would like to give our audience?
Absolutely.
So we are done with the rapid fire and the amazing singing. So we would like for you to share that. What are the tips that you would like to give the young audience who are with us at this point of time, who would want to, follow this career, follow in your footsteps, and go ahead and make this their, mainstream career? So what are the tips that you have for such people? Because our whole show is about, excuse me, creating this awareness for the young brigade and for the guardians and parents that इंसान एक unconventional career में भी successful हो सकता है, and they are able to sustain themselves and their lives. So we would like you to share a few tips, and like maybe they can learn from you and go ahead and make a success of their lives.
So the first thing that I believe and that I want everyone to believe, that believe yourself. I mean, that is the first thing that comes to my mind when it comes to, tell someone what to do and what not. So believe in yourself. Don't be in a hustle. I mean, you know, have some patience with whatever work you're doing, because although people from creative fields, they need to have patience. I mean, they still struggle hard even after they've achieved a lot of milestones. So having patience, and जहाँ पर घर का थोड़ा सा बात आता है, then I think let your success speak. You should have faith in yourself. You should have belief in yourself, and prove them. See, as I told you, Uzma, that मेरा सबसे बड़ा life का moment वो था when I was in IIT Campus Festival Antaragali 2012. So that was my biggest achievement, that my parents had come all the way from Lucknow to see me live. उससे पहले तक support नहीं करते थे, but once they saw me performing live and once they saw the potential in me, वो बोले कि अभी आप कर लो, I don't have any problem. मैं इकलौता हूँ तो हो सकता है थोड़ा सोचते हैं, सारे सोचते हैं. तो उन्होंने ऐसा बोला कि नहीं अभी कर लो, अभी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. तो उन्होंने देखा, तो वो एक मुझे 3-4 साल लगे उनको ये यकीन दिलाने में, नहीं यार मुझे सपोर्ट कर दीजिए. So you keep working on your art, believe in yourself, and let your success speak, so that everybody's mouth are being shut. I
There is
believe it that
this.
way.
I'm so sorry to stop you, but there is a comment that Bhagesh has written. I was helping one of my bandmates with the same fact, though he is with band, but feels there is no big thing. His family doesn't want him to go with music as his career. But yes, if you believe in yourself and have patience, you'll surely win. So I think people right now, they are watching you and they're learning from your life and your journey, Prateek. I think that's commendable and that's
Thank you, Bhagesh.
beautiful.
Thank you so much. I remember this guy has a band, and I judged his band a few months back in Jaipuriya Cultural Festival. They were great. Thank you, Bhagesh.
Nandaji, what would you like to say?
When you hear him say that, believe in yourself, have patience. पहले जब self believe होता है तो बंदे को और बंदी को या whoever it is can go ahead on the path they have chosen. To have patience, he said, because rato raat nobody is a success. We keep talking about, overnight success in 40 years. So ये overnight कभी भी success किसी को नहीं आता है. So be patient. And हाँ, जहाँ घर के लोगों का बात आता है, instead of having arguments, instead of trying to say कि उल्टा सुल्टा कुछ बोलने से अच्छा है, let your own success speak to them कि भाई नहीं. And then he shared his example of कैसे उनके मम्मी पापा all the way from Lucknow went to support him for his life. Till then they were not accepting or even उनको बढ़ावा नहीं दे रहे थे. But once they saw that he's so good at what he's doing and they saw his potential, they went all the way from Lucknow to help. And then he says, like, keep
Even I
working
had
on
a
your
lot
art.
of hardships, Ram. Even I had a lot of hardships.
True, true. So I think all the
So
young
right
big
from the beginning, yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, ma'am.
No, I was saying that all the young brigade have got absolute golden nuggets from somebody who is closer to your age, somebody who's walked that path, who's walked that path of difficulty. And आजकल तो इतने सारे avenues खुल गए हैं. The platform of television itself is promoting everything, be it singing, be it musicians, be it dancing, so many different talents, be it
Yes,
cooking.
ma'am.
So हर एक क्या कहते हैं करियर के लिए एक ऑप्शन मिल रहा है लोगों को to go and participate, to show their talent. And even if they don't go to that level, there is still so much and more they can do within their own, wherever they are, they can do within their own world, they can do so much and more. So
Bilkul,
over
ma'am.
to you,
Bilkul. And I
Uzm.
believe
Yes,
Yes,
Prateek,
tell us.
please.
internet nowadays is the biggest medium to, you don't need a third hand to support you or a second
True,
hand to
true.
support you. Internet is, in itself is sufficient enough to take you to the place that you want to be.
And how much has internet played a role in your journey, if I ask you, Prateek?
Uh, मैं खुद ये ऐसा बोलता हूँ, लेकिन मैं खुद ही उतना टेक्निकली इतना एडवांस नहीं हूँ. I hardly use my YouTube because I'm very bad at internet. अभी आप लाइव अभी ये प्लेस करने के चक्कर में मुझे आधा घंटा 45 मिनट हो गया. So, but yes, I have to start. I have already a YouTube channel जो मेरी छोटी बहन ने बनाया है, but मुझे उसको फिर से उसे सीख करके उसको वापस कैसे वो वीडियो एडिट करते हैं और क्या क्या आजकल Instagrammers are doing. But somewhere down the line, I believe that being socially active is also very important nowadays. So
True.
I have to fall back to that place. I have to learn all these things. मेरे टाइम में तो ये ऑर्कुट और फेसबुक लेने आया था, तो इतना मुझे आता नहीं. अभी आजकल के सारे मेरे कजिन भी हैं, छोटे बहुत छोटे छोटे, उनको भी आता है सब कुछ, वो मुझे सिखा देते हैं. So I have to be very, I have to learn it because that also plays a very major role in today's life. Abhi, maybe you're not getting live shows, maybe you're not performing live, but if you do a regular content, if you put on a regular content on Instagram or YouTube, wherever, you build your own audience, right through sitting from your home. So internet helps them out.
That's
A lot,
very
not
true.
them.
That's very true because they say consistent content is what is, gets you an audience or following or gets people to know about you. And I think that is very, very
Yes,
true.
ma'am.
There was one question in my mind,
Please,
Uzma, if I have
basically,
your permission.
Please,
Uzma, if
Nanda ji,
I,
go ahead. Yes.
so, uh, Prateek, एक बात है, I specifically want to ask this question because अक्सर जो यंग लोग होते हैं उनके दिमाग में ये होता है कि professions like a rock band artist or somebody who's a singer or somebody who is like say a DJ, their life is all about glamour and glitz. लेकिन इसके पीछे काफी मेहनत होती है, काफी कुछ there's a lot of you have to go through the grind like anybody else. So wanting our young audience to take their decisions, if at all they decide to pursue the career with awareness, I'd like to request you to share a little something about not to scare them but to tell them that how this is not something that will happen. Just say riyaz karna hai kya, if a little something you can talk about it would be wonderful.
So there's just one thing that I would want them to say, that keep practicing, keep creating good stuff. And yes, ma'am, definitely there are years and years of practice behind this little achievement that I've got so far. And it has been almost 14 years, 13 years since I've been performing live on stage. So कई बार ऐसा होता है मैम, कई लोग आ जाते हैं और बोलते हैं कि अरे ये आए 1 घंटे गाए और ऐसा ऐसा लेकर के चले गए. तो आए 1 घंटे बजाए और चले गए. तो हम लोग यहाँ महीने भर मेहनत करते हैं, ऐसा है. तो कभी उनके लिए मेरे पास एक ही जवाब रहता है कि ये एक्चुअली मेरी ये 10 साल 12 साल की जो मेहनत है, वो कहीं ना कहीं मैं उसका फल आज तोड़ रहा हूँ. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड माई
Yes.
व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से. कई लोग आते हैं, वो मुझसे बोलते हैं कि अरे उनको तो आज ऐसे देखा, कल XYZ अमाउंट पे काम करके शायद ऐसा होगा. तो उनको यही बोलते हैं कि यार आज 12 साल हो गए, चीजें बदल जाती हैं, और ये मेरी 12 साल की कमाई है. So
Absolutely.
definitely it takes a lot of time. There are years and years of practice, years and years of getting on stage, bearing with a lot of hardships, struggles, and everything. I remember I was in Delhi right after my class 12. So I was doing a job and I was learning music, and then I was performing right after my 12th. So I had to drop out my graduation just because of this music. So ये सारे struggles थे, घर वालों ने इसको नहीं बोला चलो अपना कर लो. तो बट आई लव दिस जर्नी मैम. जब तक वो आपके पथ पर उतना स्ट्रगल और हार्डशिप नहीं रहेगा तो फिर जर्नी का मजा भी नहीं आता है. और अभी तो मैं बहुत ही मार्ग पथित हूँ, अभी तो और भी आप लोगों की दुआ रहेगी तो बहुत आगे तक के जाना है. So
Absolutely.
there is just one thing that I want to convey to everyone who inspires to pursue art: keep going and keep working on your art. Definitely there is one day which will speak on your behalf.
So true.
And when you walk with
This is so lovely. In fact,
So
as you
thank you.
said about the hard work, Prateek. So as we say that, the carbon that faces the toughest pressure turns into diamond, And to
into
turn
diamond.
into diamond, you have to face that pressure. Otherwise, you will become
Still,
a
I'm halfway
graphite and
down.
end up, yes, and you'll end up being in a pencil. But if you want to be a diamond, you have to face that
Allow the
pressure. And
pressure.
yes,
सोने के
and in
बारे में
fact,
भी तो वही सोने के
yeah,
बारे में तो
Nataji
वही
ji.
कहते हैं ना. मैं कहती हूँ सोने के बारे में भी तो वही कहते हैं अबाउट गोल्ड कि जो सबसे ज्यादा पिटा हुआ होता है वही सोना बहुत
वो
चमकता है.
सबसे ज्यादा
So
चमकता है.
so that is how it is. Please continue.
Yes, and as you said, for all the people who are pursuing arts as their career or performing arts, just keep moving forward. And it immediately reminded me of Finding Dory, the animated movie, in which she keeps saying, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And there was the point where they actually had a dead end, and the other fish remembers Dory's line that just keep swimming, and the person moves forward. And as in the same way you said, Prateek, and what a beautiful culmination to this episode. Actually, we would love to talk more and more, but kya kare, there is time constraint that we have. But before we go, we would like you to, any one song that you would like to just hum for our audience, just as an ending note to inspire them, or the thing that you love the most. That would be really
All right,
beautiful.
so I'll sing the song which we performed in the fourth episode of IGP, and it's an old song again, so I just hope that everyone loves it. हाँ जी हाँ, और भी हो दिलदार यहाँ, लाखों दिलों की बहार यहाँ, पर ये बात क्या है, हाँ जी हाँ, और भी हो दिलदार यहाँ, लाखों दिलों से बहार यहाँ, पर ये बात क्या है, ये बेमिसाल लाजवाब ये अदा, बार बार देखो, हजार बार देखो, ये देखने की चीज हमारा दिल बता ले, डाले हो, डाले हो. Thank you, thank you so much.
Amazing. One of my
Superb.
favorite songs. This is so beautiful.
I love the
So,
song, and this is the only song that I start my concert with.
that's great. Super
Wow.
awesome.
So with lots of love and blessings from our audience, from the both of us, for you to climb even more, steps of success and go forward. Keep inspiring people, keep making amazing music, and let only the best happen.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
man.
so
That's
much,
really kind of
Prateek.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you, man.
everyone.
Thank
See
you
you
so much for having
next
me.
week. Same here.
The week after.